Jax's high chair, and it's the Graco DunoDiner. It has 3 different positions. It has this one right here, the top part comes up, and then it also folds flat. The only thing that the other one has, this one doesn't, is it doesn't become a youth chair to slide up at the table for when they're a little bit older. But the booster seat does convert into like a toddler kind of seat that you could just buy at the store, ones that normally strap onto the chairs. It's a little bit different than most in the fact that this part has a bar in it. So when you take the whole entire tray off, the bar comes right with it. It has the standard Graco straps on it. So just like any other Graco product that you would buy. It has this nice little headrest, so when they're a lot younger babies, you can still put them in here even if they're not ready for food. The top part has 3 different positions on it. So it's got this one, which is the upright position, and then it clicks back twice. So there's all the way back to the second position there, and then the upright position that Jax prefers. It's a pretty big high chair in general. These here, there's buttons right on the bottom right there that will, when you push them, the whole top part will come off, and then straps will come out in the bottom there. The only major cons that we found with it were the wheels scratch the floor pretty good, so if you have real hardwood floors, it's definitely not ideal. Even when you have it in the locked position, it still will scratch your floor. So I definitely suggest having a mat under there or something like that. What else, Jax? Oh, this part here you can move the footrest, so it's got a couple different settings there, which is nice. The top tray comes off, so you can clean it really, really easily. And as for cleaning, there really aren't a lot of little grooves that you need to worry about. There's just one solid line that goes along each side, but nothing that's too difficult to have to really clean. These covers come right off. This one you can just throw it in the wash machine and it just comes right off. And this one here, there is 2 snaps on either side, and then this part you can also throw right in the wash machine, and the back part you just take that right off. So here are the buttons. If you were to take it off, it just pulls right off really, really easily there, and it clips right back in. It's a little bit harder to get it to clip back in, but definitely doable. The straps, hold on. So the straps just go on like the normal Graco straps. The top part goes right in like that. And then the bottom one right there, and the same goes for either side. Well done, buddy. There are 2 different height adjustments for the straps. So there's only one other one up here. So I'm not sure about how it'll be when he's older, but there's only one level to go up, and he's a pretty tall baby, so we will have to see how that goes. I really like the patterns. I think it's really cute. It goes with most kitchens. I think it's nicer than some of the other more noisy patterns. It looks really, really comfortable. It's got a little bit of padding there, so he seems really comfortable in it. I like this insert because it's great for smaller babies. We could have gotten this when he was a lot younger and still been fine, so he could join us at the table. I like how easy it is to clean. He hasn't started feeding himself yet, but I think when he does, it won't be too hard to clean it all up. The footrest has really nice adjustments there. It also folds out when you, these ones right here, these buttons here, when you push those, it folds up so it's flat, so it can go against the wall for easier cleaning. One of the main cons is the fact that this tray does have the middle bar there, because when you're taking it off or even putting it on, you can't do it one-handed. It's just too heavy. So you really do need 2 hands. Alright, let's put that up here. It clips on there like that. Get your sippy cup. Where's your sippy cup? Put it up here. There you go. And it just clips in there. And you can push it as close as you'd like But again, if he chooses to push himself forward, I can't get the tray in because the bar is attached to the tray. Also for little boys, you want to be careful. Sometimes you want the tray closer, but you don't want that bar, you know, pushing against them too hard. So those are some cons. I knew about the cons before we bought the high chair, but I thought that the pros definitely outweighed the cons in the versatility of it, and that we didn't have to purchase another high chair. The cost was about $150, and we bought it online in the States. In Canada, I've seen these for about $280 at Babies R Us. They had a couple different patterns, but this one was my favorite, and this pattern was not offered at Babies R Us, and it's just the plain white looking kind of like pleather. It has a cup holder here, which I'm not sure if we'll really use, it's just not big enough for it yet. And I think that is everything. So I'll probably include some pictures here about what it looks like when it's strapped onto a chair. And that's all. So it's really, really easy to take this top part off here. All you do is there are two buttons there. You just have to push them. You just push each of them and it comes right off like that. So this has a part right down there that really nicely and easily just comes up, and the straps pop out, and then you can strap it onto a chair, like one of those kinds. And then it will just flip right back in like that. So it's really, really easy. Buttons right there, just collapse it up like this, so you can store it a lot easier. I think that's a really, really nice feature if you've got a tiny little kitchen like we do. I like the versatility that it offers there. Ease of cleaning is awesome. Straps are awesome. I don't find that he can get out of it, but he hasn't really tried. Wouldn't recommend for little boys the side thing there, but for overall compact storage, etc. One thing we did notice was putting it together was a pain. We were missing parts. Wasn't fun at all. Took us quite a long time, but once we put it together, I thought it was all worth it. So overall, I would definitely recommend this to someone, and I would probably give it about a 4 to 5. I have tried other high chairs, not with Jax, but other children that I've watched before and stuff like that, and I do prefer this one quite a bit. So, and that's mainly just for cleaning. I found the Fisher-Price one was so hard to clean. There was like little grooves everywhere, but that was about 2 years ago. So, you know, I'm not sure about the newer Fisher-Price ones. So anyways, that's our review.